Name is the former OKK. I'm a senior associate at Gaywell Sage & Co. Gaywell Sage & Co. is a full-fledged law firm located in Lagos, and we also have an office in Abuja. We have departments. We have a litigation department as well as a corporate and commercial department. Now, I'll talk about Nigeria. Nigeria has a population of about 190 people, which easily makes it the largest market in Africa. The country is blessed with some of the richest natural resources, agricultural production in the world, and has about 44 commercially viable solid minerals scattered all over the 36 states of the Federation. Some of these minerals are coal, columbite, and we have gold, lead, amongst others. Nigeria also has abundant human capital. Labor cost in Nigeria is one of the most competitive. We have a young and dynamic population of about 70 million people between the ages of 15 to 35 years. Oil and gas. Crude oil exportation is the major source of foreign exchange earning in Nigeria. It forms about 90% of our foreign exchange earnings. Nigeria offers one of the most rewarding investment returns both in Africa and the world. There are numerous investment opportunities in Nigeria. The agricultural sector is one of the most viable sectors in Nigeria. Nigeria is blessed with a favorable climate, fertile land, and abundant water resources. The agricultural sector is one of the most important sources of foreign earnings for Nigeria. There's also investment opportunities in the Nigerian power sector. We also have investment opportunities in the mining sector. As I said earlier, Nigeria is blessed with about 44 commercially viable solid minerals, and so there are a lot of opportunities in this sector. We also have investment opportunities in the healthcare sector. There's a ready market in Nigeria seeking high-quality medical healthcare. Approximately 30,000 Nigerians spend about $1 billion on medical tourism annually. So it would be good if we could have investors coming to Nigeria to develop this sector so that we don't have most Nigerians leaving the country seeking for medical attention. Other sectors are information and communication, automotive sector, business processing operations, oil and gas sector, both in the upstream and downstream sector. A foreigner wanting to establish in Nigeria would need to register a separate entity for the purpose of that business and would require a minimum share capital of 10 million naira. This share capital is required because for you to apply for, you will need to apply for business permits, expatriate quotas, and other permits to be able to operate in Nigeria. So, and the minimum share capital for such permits is 10 million share capital. Nigerian government has recently introduced new reforms with the aim of improving Nigeria's ranking in the global ease of doing business. Previously, it would take about 10 days to register a business in Nigeria, but now within 3 days, you could register a business in Nigeria, and the registration process is now done online. All you need to do is to upload all your documentation, and you can collect certificate of incorporation at any location. Any of the corporate affairs office is in Nigeria. There have also been some reforms in the immigration regulations. We introduced a new immigration rule which allows issuance of visa on arrival at the point of entry. Some of the challenges of doing business. So before I said, I would also want to mention that Nigeria allows foreigners to own 100% shares in the company, and also has a lot of tax exemptions and incentives. There are tax holidays, which are about 5 years tax holidays, which in certain industries, in certain sectors in Nigeria. Some of the challenges facing the Nigerian business environment are infrastructural development, corruption and lack of transparency of government agencies, security issues. We've been having security issues in the northeast part of Nigeria, the Boko Haram factor, and the south part of Nigeria, where we're having some militants which have affected crude oil production in that sector. Also, Nigeria has been in a recession recently. This is due to the fall in oil prices and the depletion of the country's reserves. Inflation rate rose from single digits since 2014 to a double digit of 1.83% in Q4 of 2016. There are also had issue of restrictions on foreign exchange, which made it difficult for investors to have access to foreign exchange in the country. Also, the issue of slow judicial process. It takes a long time for matters to be resolved by court. However, most investors opt for arbitration, which is a more faster process. Despite these challenges, Nigeria is still an ideal environment for investment. The Nigerian government is making a lot of efforts to improve the economy and improve the business environment. In April 2017, the government launched the Economic Recovery Growth Plan, which is a medium-term plan on economic growth. The focus is on reviving the economy on all aspects. The RPG focuses on improving the business environment and creating business-friendly economy. The Minister of Finance has recently announced that the economy is already recovering from the recession. Inflation rate as of May 2017 was at 16.25% compared to 17.25% in April 2017. The Central Bank of Nigeria has also relaxed its foreign exchange policy to create easier access to foreign exchange. This has reduced the pressure on importation of raw materials, honoring of letters of credit, and importation of petroleum products. In respect to corruption, the government is making efforts towards fighting corruption in Nigeria. The government recently introduced a whistleblowing policy, which encourages individuals to provide useful information on violation of government financial regulations, misappropriation of public funds, collection of bribes, among other related issues. Also, one of the recent reforms of the federal government of Nigeria on the ease of doing business is to ensure transparency of government agencies. In respect to the security issues are being addressed aggressively by the government. The insurgencies witnessed in the northeastern part and uprisings by the Niger Delta militants have been tackled. In February 2017, the acting president visited the south part of Nigeria and entered into negotiation talks with the militants, and since then we've not had any such violent attacks. In respect to the Boko Haram, the Nigerian army is making frantic efforts in flushing out Boko Haram members from the northeast. The current administration is focused on improving the economy and creating an ideal environment for investment. We, J-Water & Co., are available to guide you through setting up a business in Nigeria. Thank you.